welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Gary Martin, and today joins at Tankersley Park Golf Club, where I've come to do a little bit of a shaft repair and talk a little bit about golf. So this morning I posted a little tweet on Twitter, and it's got a lot of traction actually, and I think it makes a little interesting topic of conversation. I asked the question, if you had to choose one golf brand to use throughout the whole bag, what brand would it be? And quite quickly, Ping took a little bit of a lead, which started to cause, some arguments in the feed about, well, yeah, but what putter and what wedge are you going to use? And it got me thinking actually. Obviously, with that, having quite a reaction from people who are following, is that it'd be a good topic to talk about on YouTube. And it got me thinking, what brand would I use throughout the whole bag? And I might have different reasons to you guys for my decision, because I know a lot of you guys from Speak to You always, make the choices based on performance, which is fair. But working in industry, we deal with brands, for custom fitting, for returns, late orders, things like that. And it's which brands deal with them cases the best. That's kind of, I can't help but think about that when I'm choosing golf clubs. It does come into play a little bit. It's not always about just testing the best product for me, and that's why you might be sometimes surprised at what I do have in the bag. And I thought, well, what a great topic of conversation to open up with you guys, for you to share some of your really, really good experiences with brands and your really, really bad experiences with brands, because I think these are some of the things that probably don't get considered, when people make choices of golf clubs. And for me, it should come into play a little bit. And I'll tell you why, because, I've had in my experience of buying clubs, more my amateur days, I've had a couple of really, really good experiences with brands, which I don't think I would have got from other brands. I felt a little bit lucky, really. And it started with a great Big Bertha 2, which I've done a video on it past before, my most favourite ever driver, and that's because it were in the bag for a long time. But I actually had it replaced twice, so it had a 2-year guarantee. And I remember the first time I broke the face in guarantee, and then which were 2 years, and then it broke again, sort of out of guarantee after about 3 years. And Callaway, honoured the warranty. They realised that, obviously there were a bit of a design fault with that driver, and they still replaced it and ended up, using that bag for 5 years. So I felt like I got really good value at that. And that's something I've always remembered. And if you've had a positive experience like that with a brand, you'll agree, it'll be something you always remember. And there's been sort of bad experiences I've had with brands. And again, you always remember these experiences, and it does play a part in when you, decide on what clubs to use. So I thought, what a great topic for subscribers to share, hopefully their really good experience they've had with brands, so that other subscribers can, make note of that. We might have got people who's only just sort of got into golf and, not played golf so long, that, don't know much about, these kind of incidents and sort of, good things that's happened with brands. So definitely a really interesting topic to talk about today. So I'd love to hear from you guys on some of your really good and bad experiences with brands, and I hope you're getting comments and read some of these from other subscribers. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm playing about again. I've bought a graphite shaft for my hybrid driving iron, the 15.5 degree Ping G425, which I'm absolutely bombing, because I want to try a little bit longer shaft. I thought to myself, well, I hit this miles, it's going like 270, I love it, it's giving me a lot of confidence off tee. It's almost like a Frankenstein hybrid, because hybrids shouldn't really be 15.5 degrees, but I've maxed it out so it's on the lowest loft possible, and I thought, how can I make it go even longer? So I brought a new hybrid shaft uncut, and I'm going to cut it so it's longer, so it's more like a 5-wood length shaft, to see. I'll be doing a video on it to see if that helps increase the distance out of the club, because generally a longer shaft is going to help you hit the ball further. So we're going to test that, because what I'm trying to do is have a club in my bag that I've got for the tee when I lose that little bit of confidence with driver and fairway. And I'll bring you the results. So we're going to be doing a video on that, testing this shaft. against the standard length hybrid shaft to see if we can gain a little bit more distance. I'm just going to prep me a tick on a driver shaft that I'm going to be testing.
See this?
Yeah.
So I'm going to drill you with Sunday night when we're sleeping together after the England game.
Yeah, we are going out to watch the England game. That should be fun. It's coming home. No, I'm prepping a driver shaft basically to put in. I would say it's been the favourite head of mine in recent years. I bought a TSI free head off eBay. Brand
Did
new.
Robbo not let you keep the other one?
He needs it for testing. So I'm going to ask you the question, Sam, while you prep me that shaft. What is the best? What would you say in your time working in a pro shop? The best customer experience where you thought that customer's done really well there. The return. From a brand, whether it's been a custom fit or a deal or
where they've had a piece
positive
of
experience. Yeah.
I think the swing weights with the pings are always a good one.
Go on then. What do you mean?
So like even guys now still come back in with like things from like an I-10 or G15s, things like that. Where they had the old swing weights in the back.
Yeah.
They were falling out a lot, stuff like that. I think for them to still warrant that, probably nearly 10 years on now. I think that's great on Titleist part.
Yeah.
Gonna just do this quickly. I know there'll be a lot of noise.
Ping.
I'm in.
We're in. So you're saying ping?
The ping swing weights are always good. I mean, my personal experience. I know we keep getting asked to like what's in the bags and stuff like that. I've got a Callaway XR16 forward that I've had in for 5 years now. The previous one that I had to that lasted me 2 weeks. Put the face through on it and they replaced it straight away. So it's amazing how products are.
Yeah.
So different in build, I was supposed to say.
Going back to what you just mentioned about ping there, is that you mentioned that about the swing weights, and that's on irons that are sort of 10 years out of warranty. But it's not just on ping. It's not just on swing weights. Ping are quite good, is it?
No,
I don't know if you've ever had problems with shafts and.
I mean, to be honest, without blowing the trumpet, it's probably the thing that I return least. I mean, you both know we get a lot of problems with a lot of different brands.
Yeah.
But ping, I think I've had one face comeback collapse. That's it. The whole of the G425,
Well, I once went on a conference night with TGI and I'm talking to, some guys from Ping and, it's drummed into them about how much they value customer experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than anything though, we're talking about they never want a customer to have any negative experience. They'll bend over backwards and to the point where,
Is that what they've built
I mean, 10 years out of warranty is pretty bad for business, right?
It can't
be good for business.
No.
But that's how much they bend over, and we're not, like I said, we're not blowing Ping's trumpet here. This is just what they do.
Don't get me wrong. You never want anything to come out anyway, and it shouldn't come out, should it? But
yeah.
If it does, and they replace it like they do, that's the best outcome you can have.
And I think Ping are one of them brands where if you had a bad experience with Ping, they'd want to know about it.
100%.
They won't want you to sort of be shy of telling them because they're always wanting to improve.
I bet if you turn around and put a tweet on Twitter and went, yeah, it'd be bang, what can we do for you to help?
Yeah.
What can we do to sort it? Straight away.
They wouldn't shy away from
to be honest, a lot of companies are quite, even like, I've had bad experience with Vodafone and stuff, and I'm giving them the keyboard. The only company that I've not had bad is with DHL, when they were doing bad to us, and I will shout them out. Terrible customer service.
DHL.
Awful.
Well, we don't want to start disparaging everyone, but I think you've just made a great point there. I think if you have any problems with any brand, in any part of...
Don't want to be seen.
Not even in golf industry. Twitter's the place to go these days, isn't it?
Go and give them a good little slap on there and you'll get a reply quicker than you will down the phone.
Right, let me get this tip glued on. So guys, we've got quite a lot of reshafts to go through this afternoon, but I'd love to hear from you. Can't wait to get in the comments and hear about your good experiences, your bad experiences, and share these with other subscribers. And I think obviously we've touched on a little bit of a topic today which should cause a little bit of a stir, but some good conversation as well.
I'd be interested to find out, what kind of customers think, because obviously we see it from a different point to those.
And also, guys, anyone from brands watching, I hope you take this as good constructive criticism. I don't hate anyone to think that we're trying to disparage, customers from using, different brands, because I think, the product from brands is absolutely fantastic.
It helps us give feedback to the brands and go, you know, this is the feedback from our customers on your customer service. You know, when we have a year-end review with the area managers, stuff like that. I don't like you stink. But yeah, that's where I stand with it. I think it's more a point of a review and this is what you can do better for us. And I think it'd be interesting to see if customers would turn around and go, actually, I'm not using that brand anymore because I've had this experience. Meh,
I just think there's a lot of subscribers out there that might shy away from this kind of subject, when in fact that, you know, if brands really care about the product and they really care about the brand, then they'd want to hear this stuff.
Yeah,
they won't want you to be shy of, you know, obviously sharing this kind of stuff. So, you know, certainly if it were my business, I'd want to hear any constructive criticism. So, you know, I hope anyone from brands that, you know, can take this constructively and, you know, improve the service.
Well, yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? You don't want people thinking that we're having a go. But well, like I say, get a stir in the comments. We'll sit there with a nice little mixing bowl and see what rises to the top.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that one. We're going to get through these reshafts and then we'll be getting some videos out there, I think, testing them and showing you what's happening.
I still think we take it. We're going to have a Christmas Eve special, aren't we? Me against you and see what...
Oh, we're going to be having a Christmas Eve special, don't worry about that. Guys, we'll see you in
Sabotage
a few days' time.
Incoming.
Bye.